Have them iron tail laddies. My name is Ryan Wilkinson. Welcome to my channel. Cheats analysis, or cheats and analysis love. Cheats and analysis is life. Anyway, this is basically my second channel. I wasn't going to make like two channels. I had this channel like basically for ages, like 2013. I'd say it was like whenever I made it. Just never really used it. And then like my main channel, I'll put the link in the description below. It's gaming. If you're in the games, you can check it out. A lot of YouTubers think they make like multiple channels. But me personally, I was like, never will make a second channel. But then again, if you're doing a gaming in one, then most people subscribe because to see games, and then like you don't play games for like about a year and just like upload any other content, then you'll lose like subscribers or like people who subscribe won't watch your channel anymore. That's why I done this. I have like 3 boxes of comic books. The way the focus does that, I'm gonna tell blurry. Seriously, focus. Yes, I understand. Like it seems to do it for about 10 seconds there. I have 3 boxes of comics. Just give you a rough idea what size they are, or the boxes are. I can hold that sort of back a bit. It's basically the box like there, and then just like inside. And if you're on top, like sort of what's inside. Probably get labels in the future and maybe different and better boxes. I think maybe 100 boxes in this. Don't know why I do 2 or 3 parts. The second part, I'll basically do Spider-Man. The third part, other stuff. So let's start with these here first. I think this is volume 1 at the front and then volume 2 at the back. I played the first game, never finished it. The second game I finished. Didn't know there was comics of it, but right before the game. And the third, actually, it wasn't a comic. I was thinking about the third game or for a second. Comics, just aren't really that great. I read a couple of them, but they seemed okay, and then the ban a ton of them. And like, nothing special, so issues 1 to 10. I might just like resell these. I was going to give them away, but I might see if I can try and sell them like for money. Might as well. Issues 1 to 10 for 15 quid, so that's pretty much like 150 an issue. And then 1 to 24, 35 quid. And then like 2, like just throw out for free. Actually 3. So they're basically the Darkness comics. There's like that one there. That is issue 4. This is like, I don't know, it's like 90s or 2000s. This came out. Don't say it, you know. Issue 4, Top Cow makes in the Darkness, Mr. Hyde, Monster War 4. You may have played the Darkness games. First one, can't really comment too much on the first one, never finished. The second one, I finished the second one. The second one's pretty good. Holiday Pin-Up Special, I think it's a really thin comic. And first look, I think it's got some sort of preview issue. Not there on there. Doesn't say much on it, doesn't say like what issue number it is, it just says first look. In the Darkness Holiday Pin-Up Special. I don't know if these comics are even that popular. I've seen them going on anyway for a bit. Again, that's because they're modern. And because they're just out, they're probably up like go down in years. Issues 1 to 10, £15. I'll open these up, just give you a look at them. They're all basically fit inside the same sleeve. I'm not going to go through all issues. Issue number 1. Let me see, $2.99, US, Canada. Don't know what it says in UK, probably £2. The Darkness. I can't remember. Oh yeah, this is actually volume 3. Then the other one's yeah. So issues 1 to 10. That's volume 3. And issues 1 to 24. I don't know if this is in, it says first. I don't know if this is a personal issue that was released. So that's basically Paul Jenkins, Dale Keown, and Matt Miller. I think that's it. Matt Miller. That's basically who does the comics. Well, that issue anyway. Probably most of them are all in. Issues 1 to 24 and 35, but not there. So there's basically volume 2, I think. I guess there's volume 3. So you know, like basically that's like the inside bit right there. I hate the way the things are mirrored, and I can't hold stuff straight, it's so annoying. Plug is the camera, it's like tilted at an angle, it's like the way the computer sitting in my room, it's like I'm sitting perfectly straight. It's in the corner. And there's some like decent artwork there. They don't know the Darkness. I think it's basically like the guy Jackie, like I think it's familiar like in the mafia, and he's like sort of like kind of like in the mafia bit. For a modern comic though, the artwork isn't too bad. That's the thing I don't like about modern comics, like just like the way the artwork is, the way the pages like look and feel, like the texture of them and stuff. If it's a modern Marvel comic or DC comic, I don't really care for it. But it's a modern comic as in like, you know, the Darkness only like the 90s or something. That's the thing I realize, like whenever like comics get like more newer, I just don't really like them. If it's something that's like that came out today, like be a fan of it probably, maybe. But if it's something that's been out for like years, like Batman, Superman, like all the old stuff, although getting anything like 40s and 90s, it's usually really expensive. So I think these here, I wouldn't recommend reading these by the way. You can if you want, I guess. Didn't really like them. Thought they would have been good, like the games were pretty decent. I still have the first one on PS3, I'll be back and finish it. We might get the second one to finish the game, because like stuff you can do after you finish the game. So it's issue 1, they're all in pretty good condition as well, like. So it's kind of, when I seen these, it's like, oh, this will be awesome reading, and you read them, it's like, meh. This is actually fun too. The pages in the this here are pretty different. This one here, first basically like, you got there. That's a lot of my comics, just all like the segments and stuff. And then there's like all this random Clarish stuff. I can't fully remember like the story around. It's just like he becomes possessed by a thing like known as the darkness and he uses it to kill people. I don't know how he becomes possessed by the darkness. I'm actually gonna open up like the last one of this here just to see if like the texture's the same. I think you know with comics and everything you read them after about 10 years, even if the series is still the one, like it becomes like more different and like more inner stuff. I think usually a lot of comics, like as the series is going on, like the artwork just becomes like too modern for my liking and texture and stuff, and like all these are weird about stories. And there you go, as you can see, like the artwork, the textures are different. I'm not saying no idea about like whenever comics get modern. You read a Spider-Man comic like in the 80s, and then next minute it comes to like Spider-Man 2000s, like ancient Egyptian. It's like about gods and demons. It's just all really like, dull, boring stuff. Like it seems like it's just all filler rather than like proper like decent story. A bit more salvage for that there. There's the Darkness comic. I'm actually going to go for a pile of comics that I have that I just don't really like first. Some people might like them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. So basically issue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm missing 8, 9, 10, and I'm missing 11, there's 12, missing 13, 14, 15, and 16. 150, £1, £2, mostly £1. The comic books that I basically buy are £1 each. If it doesn't have a sticker on it saying like the price of it, so that's a pretty small sticker right there. It says like 150. So if it doesn't have any stickers on it, basically it's £1. If it has a sticker on it, it's basically anything from like, let's say, £1, 1p upwards, 150 pound upwards. So Guy Gardner, he was the Green Lantern at one point. Can't remember when he was, but I wanted to read more DC, and I'm assuming it's like 90s comics. They're like Green Lantern, it's DC, and the thing is, like, I never got them. There was crap. Like, I'm not even gonna go through all the issues. Like, I'm just gonna show you what I got there. And then, don't know what's. I think that is him. That's the thing I've noticed about comics. So, like, I was told every single X-Men character like has their own comic. I don't know, but I've read like Cable ones, thought they were crap. I love Cable. Read Gauntlet ones, thought they were crap. I love Gambit as well. I think if you're gonna read X-Men, you probably just might as well just read like Uncanny X-Men. Like sometimes I usually find like spin-off series when it comes to comics, it's just like quantity rather than quality. There's issue number. I might actually read Superman next because much a small problem in it. It's good to stick to the one series, like until it's going to find whatever I can find. You see 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 26, 44, 45. So I think there's probably she said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can just bought these because they were cheap and because like whenever I go to the comic store and you see like a ton of comics, like you know, like all like an order kind of where it's like a sort of runs, you get like issues like let's say online say issues 1, I'll say like issues number 20 to like 38, so like I'll buy these. But as you can see, Guy Gardner's on the front cover. The artwork on the front cover looks like crap. As you will say, it's not like about what's on the cover, it's what's on the inside that counts. And most of the covers, I don't know if Batman was actually in that issue. That's how you notice about DC compared to Marvel. Some like DC comic covers like seem to have really bad artwork or like it just looks really pointless. I wouldn't recommend buying these by the way. Maybe like there's some, maybe it could be some decent Justice League stuff. I think it's mostly like Guy Gardner like in a love story with his date or something. I think I read them all. box, and there's a guy going in the front of the game. I think I did read these all, and just didn't really like them. I don't know if I would like to go for like a different Justice League series or something. It's like stuff like Justice League and Defender, I just don't like it. If it's like superhero team ups or like Raid Fantastic Four or the legs of X-Men, I mean X-Men, they're pretty much an entire team, Team Fantastic Four, Team 4 to go. Then we're on to the actual good stuff, but like there's a 12 there, there's about 40, let me see, about 30, 40, maybe 50 something comics are. I was going to get them away for free, but if I can sell them all, then it means I'll like be making a bit of money back, so why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the thing about comics, right? You read a comic, it starts off good, and then like, about 10 years later, whenever like the like basically running out ideas, different writers, different artists, or maybe the same, and just want to change it. Scrap. This is the reason why I like the Flash. These comics here are really good, brash, impulse. That's the weird thing though. Only with this is white here, and then the cartoon, well not the cartoon, the live action TV show at the minute, he's black. He is Irish West's, I think it's like a stepbrother. I'm not too sure it's a brother or stepbrother, I can't even remember. But I'm pretty sure in the comics he's actually Barry and Harris's son. It's really like change stories. I love the smell of comics as well. Just not that I get a bit of whiff. It's like smell of comic book is like smelling a book running better. I think anyway, once they're ready, so compared to like reading DC, it's like more realistic. Reading DC is more realistic compared to reading Batman. I'm not Batman, I'm talking about when I look at the back over, getting confused. Reading DC is more realistic, I find, than reading Marvel. So Nightfall, I think it's basically whenever Bane appears. So it's basically like my name is Wally West, and it just says Flash there. Like you just skip up it, so the fastest man alive, a good thing to be when you're racing death to a bar. Reckless Youth, Chapter 2, quick study. I would definitely like to get way more of the Flash stuff. Like, I mean, most people probably want to go for like, like I can't remember the Flash existed like in the 40s or whatever, but they probably want to go for like Jay Garrick. I think Barry Allen's the more popular one. That's why they're using the series. I think Jay Garrick only lasted for like 10 years. Then like he died, and Barry Allen, like he died as well or something, or just like even Barry Allen like mysteriously disappeared, and like that's basically it. And this ended the comics. So that'll probably happen in the TV show. These comics are actually really good though. I highly recommend it. I've only read like probably 10 to 15 of them. The thing is, this series basically starts like in the actually, I'm gonna hold up so we can get a proper good focus of it. The series like started like 1980, I think, and around like 2000, so I think it still goes. I'm entirely sure. That's the thing I hate about comics. So whenever comic books have been going for so long, it's just like turn them in the crap. It's like Batman, the original Batman series, which I have here, started like in 1930, late 30s, I think, and ran up until like I think I read like a tour like 2011, I think it was. So 70 years. So obviously if you pick up like issue 1, issue 100 is going to be different. Then you pick up like issue whatever like comes after that, it's just going to be different as well. Like 100 issues later, the 80s and 90s stuff, I think that's basically when he became the Dark Knight. So I might as well show you all these here. So it's basically like issue 93. You'll see a bit of QR because it's plastic. Issue 93, issue 95, Turtle in the House, Terminal Velocity. I don't know if like I think it's a 6-part issue. It is, and it's pretty cool like the way they've done it, where the Flash is lightning bolts, so you can see 1 to 6, and see like there where you can see the lightning bolts pointing to the 1 and that one there. But I recommend reading these here, we're like to get more. I think if you go on the eBay and you're buying comics, and people think comic books aren't that expensive, you pay like £3 or something for like a comic, so that's basically number 5. Let's say you pay like £3 for a comic. Next minute you buy like 300 comics. That's like 900 quid from comics. Issue 102, mangled by Mongol. I think about the comics, we get like a lot of like fill-ins that they're never going to make it in the TV shows or even the cartoons. The Flash, Dark Secrets, the Flash from the Dark Beyond. There's also a card in this here called Linda, which is like this love interest, which never heard of her. So whether they put like Wally West more into the TV show, I don't know. Don't really care if they do put Wally West into the TV show a bit more. It's like honestly, they've had so many speedsters in the TV show already. It's like actually, I'm not gonna tell you who's in it in case you haven't watched it, so you can watch it for yourself and find out. They basically put in like 5 more spaces. Back from the Future, 118, October 96. This is when the comics like a bit of crap. I think it's like zombies and Jay Garrick in the front. 127, so like 1987, last year episode. 1987 as well. I find like later on the comics just became crap. It's like if you start reading like the really early ones, I would actually definitely like to read most of this series, like from like the 80s up to like mid 90s. I've noticed like around 95, 96, like comic books became crap. It's like Spider-Man, you have 1967 it was, they made the Spider-Man come out. Then Spectacular Spider-Man was like the 70s, and Web of Spider-Man ran from like I think it was 85 to 95. It was like basically like two no, 85, 95 was only just a decade really, so very easy comics not to get Web of Spider-Man. And then like the Spectacular Spider-Man, they renamed it in like 96 the Sensational Spider-Man. You remember the artwork on the front cover, the stories, just the the artwork in the front cover, the stories and just artwork inside. It's just not really that great. 443, 444, 445, 446, 447, 440, 448, 449. Wait, that's 448 there. 449. 450, 451. Comic books are really great to collect and like to read, but just getting all the stories and stuff is annoying. That's why I think like the only way I would probably buy comics like from like I don't know before I was born, if I was actually was born like in the 1940s or something. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're all £2 each. I'm not going to go through all these here, by the way. So there's 443, 444. 445, 446, 447, 448, 449, 450, and 451. I think as well about comic books, so you have that there, the Penguin Affair, sort of issue 1, well, part 1, and there's like part 3, and we're going to get part 2, it's like in Detective Comics, so I'll have to look at you read Detective Comics. I read like Batman and the Outsiders before, I didn't really like them. I read, what else did I read? I read most of them, there's like 30 issues. That's the thing, you're thinking this way, like, it's like making the same mistake, but sometimes you might be able to get something good, but I'm kind of skeptical. See if you see like a series has like 30 issues, like Batman and the Outsiders, or like, what's it called, Guy Horner or something. I wouldn't really recommend picking up them 2 series anyway. But I don't think, again, I would go for like a series on about 30 issues, just in case it turns out to be crap again. I missed my money. 383, 384, 385, 386, 380, no, 387, 389. Actually, there's 387 there. And 386, 3. Actually, I'm going to put the 3s here again. I think they're all in order. Let me see. 383, 384, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But, 8, 9, 9, 90. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Incredible Hulk. That's another thing about comics. Like there's so many characters, so many stories, and I just wanted to freaking read them all at once. But like what I would do is I'd just stick to the one series. I know it's hard. I think it's like sticking to the one TV series, kind of pretty easy like to do. I mean maybe like you'll go through like I'm watching Smallville at the moment, right? Watch Gotham. It's finished, just watching that one episode a week easy enough. I saw him, got about 3 episodes to catch up on. Family Guy, I think it's finished, I don't even know. American Dad hasn't been an episode for a while, maybe like mid-season finale or something. The Walking Dead, no episodes like until like I don't know, maybe this year sometime. And that's all I can think of to watch like over the past couple of months this year really. So Incredible Hulk, £2 an issue as you can see. And it's basically issues 383 to 390, so it's like about 7 or 8. I haven't seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 issues. Ghost Rider, in terms of a series, I said, I can't remember when I actually in this series, but actually would recommend reading them anyway if you want to say like about the smaller series. It's Ghost Rider and Blaze, Spears of Vengeance. I like it all. Me, it's going like what I've done with my comics is I was just collecting all over the place to be honest. Like, see, like whenever you collect like, all over the place, like think this way, right? I remember reading online about like if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and basically when it comes to like You cards, it says you have a lot of cards that you can't use together that basically don't work out. Basically it's called a card solid, as in they're not compatible with each other. So it's like, I know you probably want to have like comic books with flipping every single comic book character like that exists, like pretty much Marvel and DC, all the great ones. But then if you walk into your house, right, and you have like 10,000 comics, you're like, whoa, 10,000 comics, and like you only have like 10 comics or 100 comics of like each character. So it's probably better to have like several hundred with one character. I was collecting Ghost Rider for a while, and basically, at one point, like with my comic books, I just wanted to make my room look flat, like walking into comic shops and have the comics on the or on the walls, so I just ripped the covers off and just blue tacked them on the walls. The only cards, the comics probably won't really work that much, but sure enough thing to do. But don't like carpet anymore. 34, 35, no wait, 33, 34, 30, no wait, these are all backwards pretty much. 32, 33, 34, 35, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 issues. I have more than that. Not really much reading in these, considering there's only like 4 issues, but I think it's Doctor Strange probably appears in that one. So issue number 32. Ghost Rider comics are pretty good. Can't really remember much about this. That's anyway, Ghost Rider. You have all these comic characters from both ages. Ghost Rider's been going from like the 70s. These are like 92 up until March 93, so December, just about 3 to 4 months. These are like the 90s issues, so not really that hard to get. And the original was like 60s or 70s. Don't think there's that much like in the 60s or 70s of Ghost Rider. There's 4 issues there. Ghost Rider and Blaze Spirits of Vengeance, pretty good comic. I've seen this one on eBay for like £6, so it's not bad. It's only cost me £1. Carnival of Death, part 1 of 2. I don't know if this is the end of the series or like kind of like, well, it's not actually, it's halfway through. It said it's issue 9. First appearance of Vengeance. I don't know if Vengeance is like a real like, you know, major like Ghost Rider character. That's the thing about comics, which is so good. Think about this, right? I don't think there's ever been a Ghost Rider game until the film came out. I don't think there's ever been a Ghost Rider cartoon either as well. Probably not even like animated films, but then like comic books. That's just good. Like, so you're gonna pick up a comic book. It's kind of good to have an open mind and go and pick up like a book of something like you've never heard of. Let's say like Green Arrow, for instance. Green Arrow only got his TV show, so Green Arrow comics would have been a good start before the TV show came out, and even like to this day probably, which wouldn't mind checking out. So it was like the previous Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, and I don't know what this new one's called. I like the way the segments are, like a black border around the outline there, and then towards the actual end. There's Vengeance right there, there's more about. We still have a Vengeance figure ages ago, and then I had it out of the box and kept on like knocking over and breaking it. But I'm going to like probably be bad at some points. That they're like Marvel's Diamond Selects figures. Condition this is pretty decent. No, but comics as well. I actually ended up getting a couple of comic books. They were sealed, like the Ghost Rider ones, like still like sealed, like in like the store, and they're pretty cheap as well. Open them and get like posters inside them. But the posters you get, they're like really, really thin. So like they're the ones you have like frame or laminate. Probably go for framing because you're laminating, you're stuff like up on your wall and then blue tack. But I'm not entirely sure about putting blue tack laminated posters up on the walls because like I've done a video on my first channel about my poster collection. I was talking about if you're ever getting like posters, like I would highly recommend getting them framed. Because like when you put them up on the wall, it just like rips the posters, and my posters like rips them and stuff. It's annoying. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Jigsaw, he actually appears. I actually thought it was kind of him, just like the way he gets his face cut up at the end of the series, in the Punisher series. So you'll see in the next series, which is going to come out at some point. Jigsaw Puzzle, part 1 of 6. You may not remember my name, but does my face look familiar? 1990 exactly. Don't have that many Punisher comics. That's basically all it. Just 6 issues. I'm not gonna fly for them. It's basically just the first one. Just a mini series. Alright. Judge Dredd. I don't really know if Judge Dredd ever really had comics. Like I think he mostly just done like what do you call it? This is quality comics. Mostly done that their thing. Like in 2080, where like it was mostly just like a magazine with like a weekly thing. I don't know if it actually was an actual magazine or like all the magazine stories and whatnot, and then there's a couple of comics in it. Can't really remember having talked about it. I think it was an AD. Those two is a pretty cool character. The comics aren't really great. They're black and white. I think it's in this here, maybe the Anderson ones. where basically you have Judge Death. Judge Death is really weird. It's like being like alive is illegal, so you have to run and kill everyone. But the artwork isn't actually too bad. The comics are kind of like alright. That's pretty cool. Like, where you see it close up in the teeth. My screen's just going on dark now because I haven't touched the thing anywhere. But you can see right there. I hope you can't hear my dog barking in the background. It's a nuisance. And Judge Dredd there. These comics weren't overly that great. I do like Judge Dredd as a character, like, but in terms of like what's it called, like the comics, I just haven't read any good ones. So maybe I'll have to see if I can get good ones, or just maybe never read Judge Dredd. Judge Anderson. These here were like six issues for like a fiver. There was like 3 issues for £3. These ones here are actually black and white. There's actually a lot of pages in these here as well. It feels like a big like card in the middle, like really hard on. It's weird way like the top is sort of cut off, but like it says PSI, Judge Anderson, and it's like the pages. It's kind of cool. These issues here aren't too bad. There's Bad Company, Judge Dredd, Road Tripper, Senate, The Law of Dread, Nemesis, The Warlock. It's known as Freeway Quality Comics. I think it's probably the same people, just changed the name. It says QC Quality Comics and it's Freeway Quality. So it's probably just the same people. But there's Judge Death right there. Judge Death looks so random. Like, I'm not too sure like the story, but I don't know if he's like good or bad to begin with. But it's cool. He has like his helmet right over his like his face, so like kind of how can he see? And he has like massive claws, and he's just like, you are alive. It's illegal to be alive. I sentence you to death, and he just kills you. He's a pretty mad like film. Like he's actually a pretty cool comic book film. Like not just Judge Dredd, but just like in general. I'm gonna try and fix him in. Actually, I think that's everything. Let me see. I'll read the box out about all of them. So there's basically The Darkness, which you've seen, Punisher, Judge Dredd, Justice League of America, Guy Gardner, The Flash, Batman, Hulk, and Ghost Rider. I remember, I think it was about 100 comics. I think this video's going to be too long. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see parts 2, I don't know if I'll do part 3. I might actually do 3 parts, then part 2 I'll do Spider-Man, and part 3 I'll just do everything else. I've got like about 50, 60 Spider-Man comics. So if they're doing these videos and just looking for my comics again, it makes me actually want to go out and buy like a ton of comics and just sit and read them for like days. But that's the thing though about comics, like so many characters and stories, and I was told to stick to one series. It's a bit hard, like, because I mean, right now, like 4 things I would like to go through. I'd right touch would be Batman, Ghost Rider maybe again, The Flash, definitely The Flash, definitely Spider-Man, Flash and Spider-Man, and Batman would be the best ones. I'm not too sure if I would say The Flash or Spider-Man, because I've read most Spider-Man, but I like The Flash ones a lot. And there's a lot of stuff like the Green Lantern and Green Arrow and whatnot. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you for watching. Leave it there.